Hello, 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 good people. Okay, I am Dr. Hollie Kelly, and this is Dr. Kelly's perspective for Friday, January 10th. And
Me.
I have him with me. You all love him. So you know what he said to get him back on here. And so I sacrificed myself. Okay, so thanks for all who are jumping on. And look, let me tell you another real reason Ira Kelly is on here. Bridget's on here.
Hey, Bridget.
Let me tell you a real reason he is on here. Because we were talking last night, and he said...
Night before last.
No, I just told you I was going to steal it last night. Okay, he mentioned something when we were talking. Now, see...
I work for a living, girl.
Look, some people... Okay, so he said something. I grabbed my phone and made a note. I said, that's going to be my perspective. That is going to be my perspective. I said, if you want to give your own version of it, you might want to join me. So he didn't want me to steal his material. He didn't want me stealing his material. That's why he's really on here. So, okay.
No, it's not.
So why are you on here?
Because you made me come.
I did not. Okay, so listen, here's the deal. Ira works, he's for, I don't know how long, for
42 years total.
Well, I'm talking about for
Ira's Fitness, bro?
Yes.
22 years.
About 22 years now, he's owned his own business. And he has impacted lives, saved lives, literally out of their own mouths. You can, made the quality of people's lives bigger and better with his understanding of the body and nutrition and how that works and physical fitness and all that kind of good stuff. So he was saying that he does not. How'd you say it before I give my version of it? Why are you on here?
Just tell your version now.
Okay, so here's the deal. He was like, I don't need to hear a whole lot of backstory. I don't need to know how you gained 50 pounds. It doesn't matter. I already know how you gained it. I don't need to hear that. All I want to know is, what do you want to do what do you want to do? I don't need the backstory. And I just thought that was so powerfully true, because it happens in other aspects of life too. Those 5 lanes that we're talking about, it happens there as well. So many times we take a lot of time and energy rehearsing and replaying and rewinding why we got where we are.
Justifying and clarifying where we came from instead of focusing on where we're trying to go. In counseling, it matters to talk about the past to make the present better. But with a planned attack in fitness, especially with my time is very short with these individuals. So therefore, when you come to me and we start talking, you're on the clock. And the last thing I want to hear is how you got to this point, because it doesn't matter.
And why doesn't it matter?
Because it's only about where you're going. Because telling me where you came from is not going to help me to teach you. I get my guidance from the writer that you send to me about your nutrition. Not, when I was this age, I lost this much weight and I did this and I did that. That doesn't matter. It's just justification and excuses. And really, I'm not trying to be cold-hearted. I don't have time for it, because it's not going to help me or prep me to be better serving to you. So I nip that in the bud right away. It says, save that 15 minutes. Keep that to yourself. Let's tell me where you want to go, so we can get you there. That's it.
And listen, you know what? Have a seat, man. It's only 4 minutes after 4. Okay. So, but here's the thing.
You'll get that tonight.
What?
Payday.
Ira. Okay, so but here's the thing. I think it is so important that we recognize that truth. One of the things I really like, well, if I like it or didn't like it, it really doesn't matter, because he is who he is. But this is the same for everybody. When you come, and again, he's talking from the physical aspect, but this is applicable in all areas of our lives. If we spend so much time rehearsing the past, reviewing the past, rewinding the past, justifying All it is,
Basically, sitting back, licking your wounds instead of preparing for the future.
licking your wounds. See, this is why I had this brother on here. Okay,
I
wisdom.
tell them a quick story. I had a
Okay.
client about 15 years ago. She came to me. She was very unhappy with her appearance because she wanted to be dating material in her own eyes. And I said, I can get you to that point. I said, I can get you to the point that your husband will put you on a leash. You'll look so good. She broke out in tears and started crying. And she said, I apologize. Did I say something offensive? She said, well, my husband died. And for 1 second, my heart, I am so sorry to hear that. And I said, so when did he pass? And she said, about 12 years ago. And I went into me mode. I said, you got to get over it. I said, it's time to live. You can't continue focusing on that. I said, he wouldn't want you to sit back and suffer and beat yourself down and drag yourself down. You got to get up and move forward. You can't let your past drag you down. You can use it to lift you up, but not to drag you down. If you're going to talk about it because it's going to make you better, but stories like that don't help me to make you better. What helps me to make you better is you tell me what you want to do to get out of that rut. That's it.
So that perfect example, and again, thanks for all who are jumping on. That is a perfect example of how we can rewind and rehearse and roll around and live in our past, live in something that we could have used to move us forward. We could have used it as like rocket propellant. I can, when I was in fourth grade, my teacher said I was never going to be anything. And he said I wasn't. Okay, but that was fourth grade and you're 54 years old right now. And so at some point, we have to make the decision, because that's what it is. We still have a choice. It's not about being cold and cruel and incompassionate. It is only about, maybe shaking someone into the reality. But today you have a choice as to what you do to move forward. It is today that you use that as a propellant, use that as a lesson learned, use that as a guide. And now I'm going to be, I'll always remember. But we have to use it to move us forward, or else we stay stuck in a cycle. How does that impact physically from your world if they just try to rehash their story to you every time?
My biggest problem, not just with fitness, even with people and friends, we all have a past. We've all gone through something. But man, I'm gonna tell you, we have to stop doing this. Every time we meet with someone, we have to stop. I don't want to hear about everything that's going on in your life that's negative. That's negative. Is negative. I went through this. I went through this. It's the same old story. It makes me avoid people because it's every time you tell it, it may seem like a new story, but every time you tell it, I mean, I don't. If I have a concern of mine, I'll voice it to Holly and maybe one other person. Then I stop because I want to try to move forward. I don't want to stay in that. I don't want to stay in that rut. I want to get better. Healing comes from releasing, not from just holding on to it and said, I went through this and I went through that. Let it go, because then you stay the victim.
Okay. Okay, see, I'm gonna have to just keep on paying this brother, because that's just
You haven't
good.
paid me yet.
I have. Okay. I'll pay you.
Can I go now?
Wait, Ira. Okay, so anyway, that's the whole point. Our intentions, my intention every time I go live, is to give a perspective that just might make you say, I never thought about it. Like, it's Dr. Kelly's perspective. Ira brings his perspective on here because we don't want you stuck. All of us have another level, a better version. Ira, you telling a story. You do care.
No. Too many people in this world for me to be caring about.
He cares, or else he wouldn't be sitting up in here.
No, I care about the reward.
Okay. Anyway, listen. This is make this day a fabulous Friday.
I'm just kidding.
Choose not to stay there. Choose to stop rehearsing and rewinding anything that is not going to propel you forward.
There's beautiful sunshine out there, and you can't see it with your head down.
Okay, that was pretty good. I got a philosopher
Oh no, that's the
behind
truth.
me. Okay, that's the true philosophy. All right, brother man. Okay, thank you for joining us. Thank you for sharing us. Make it a fabulous Friday. And until next time, take real good care of yourselves. Ira, don't say anything smart until I sign off. I'm just telling you because he has a habit of saying something fresh. Bye, YouTube.
Okay.
Okay.
Go.